What's going on, guys? Dawko back again. Hope you're fantastic today. It's been 101 days since Scott's last announcement. If you haven't guessed already by my appearance, guys, I am ill. I'm a bit sick recently because I've caught something. I don't know whether it's a disease or I'm just depressed that there's been no news for so long. Now, in all seriousness, guys, there will be news in the future. I don't really mind. Scott can take as long as he wants. I'm just messing around. But while we wait for the news, guys, I thought I'd do another Q&A where you guys ask me questions and I answer them. It's all about FNAF and all that jazz. So, yeah, let's just get straight into it, boys, okay? What do you most like about the Poopit? By the way, guys, Poopit is because in the past, when my accent was terrible, I used to go, "It's the Poopit! It's a Poopit!" But now I always say it because it's just a meme now. I just say poop it all the time. And people still get salty about it because they don't understand that I'm just joking. What I most like about the puppet is that it's a very unique design compared to all of the other animatronics in the game. And because she is incredibly important to the lore. She was possibly, and I think it was the first victim by William Afton. She's Henry's daughter, and by the looks of things, she is the reason why all the other animatronics are activated, because she gives life to the other dead kids. So yeah, she's a very interesting character. How did it feel meeting the voice actors for the first time? Were you nervous and making new friends? Yes, every single voice actor I've interviewed, I'm friends with. I really do love them to pieces. And I was nervous. The first interview I did, guys, was on the charity stream back in 2016. It was literally a couple of weeks after Sister Location's release. And I interviewed most of the voice actors. And it was awesome. And because of those interviews, I've gained a lot of confidence now. Talking to people and interviewing them on the FNAF show. Talking about the FNAF show, guys. I keep saying it, but people ask. There will be a season 3 if the next game Scott makes has voice actors in. Simple as that. Which minigame across all games is your favourite and why? I'd say my favourite minigame collection would be in Five Nights at Freddy's 4. The reason why is because it had dialogue. Okay, we didn't hear voices obviously, but it had dialogue and people. Real life people we could interact with and talk to. You know, it wasn't just a game about a location and that's it. You know, the FNAF 4 minigames gave life to the outside world of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Okay, we could walk around the streets. We had our own house. We had a family. We had a brother. We could speak to other kids who experienced being at the pizzeria. We could see the animatronics. You know, it was an awesome experience, and you know that was the highlight of the FNAF 4 to me. Was the mini games. They were really, really good, and you know they explored the lore a bit more as well. And yeah, I'd say the FNAF 4 mini games. Do you think the FNAF movie will succeed as a video game movie? Or do you think it is going to be another trash video game movie? That's a really good question. I think it's going to be a good movie. The reason why is that it's not a video game movie. Let me explain, okay? Super Mario is a video game. And the world of Super Mario is a video game, okay? So when they try and make it into a live action movie, with real people being the characters, it just doesn't work because it's just completely different, okay? Now, if you compare it, basically, it didn't set the video game world, okay? If it was an animated movie, which apparently a Super Mario movie is being in the works, where it's going to be fully animated, it works because it suits the style of the video game, right? Now, with Five Nights at Freddy's, guys, it is a video game, of course, but it can be easily put into a movie because it's not it's not like, I'm trying to find a good word for it. It's not too crazy. It's not too unrealistic, you know? There will be real people playing the characters because in the game, they are real human beings. The animatronics will be easily made because you can easily make an animatronic because Chuck E. Cheese has animatronics. Do you know what I mean? The video game is based on real life things, which makes it easy to make a movie about it. Does that make sense? Which part of the timeline do you think is the most crucial to the FNAF story? That's a hard one because there's a lot of things in there's a lot of things in the timeline that I think are important. The Bite of 87, the puppet's murder, Henry's daughter's murder is crucial because that's when it all, you know, kicks off. The possession. There's loads, guys. I could say loads. I wouldn't be able to say the most crucial part. But honestly, I think it's the beginning of the timeline. When Henry's daughter's murdered. Because that kicks off the whole series of murders with William. And it starts the first possession, you know? So that's why it's important. What do you think about the discussion of who Golden Freddy is? It's hard. We still don't know who Golden Freddy is, but I feel like at some point Scott will announce who in the games. For example, FNAF Into Madness. That could be about Fredbear's Family Diner, and we finally learn who Golden Freddy is, maybe. I do think, though, Golden Freddy is the FNAF 4 child who gets bitten by Fredbear. And the reason why he's like a ghost is because part of his soul has been placed in Golden Freddy, but some of it hasn't, which makes his physical appearance like a ghost. So he hasn't been possessed. He hasn't possessed an animatronic. He's like a ghost, if that makes sense. That's why he's a ghost. That's why he's invisible and stuff. That's why he can appear in the office and stuff, because he's more of a ghost, not a child possessing an animatronic, if that makes sense. What would your reaction be if someone made a Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria in real life? I'd be amazed, and it would be a really good business move, if you want me to be honest. I feel like it would be a good rival to Chuck E. Cheese, and people would go there. I would actually make it more of an adult pizzeria. Make it more like of a horror show where you can go and eat pizzeria. You can go and eat pizza, and experience it as more of like a horror experience, like a horror restaurant, okay? More than a kid's pizzeria. It would be really cool to experience something like that, you know, like go in a pizzeria and see the animatronics on stage, but see that something's not right with them while eating pizza and stuff. It would be a really cool experience. The only issue is, guys, is that I know for a fact if that's made, it would be in America, so I wouldn't be able to experience it every day. What is your favourite FNAF song? One of my favourites is Join Us for a Bite. Join Us for a Bite or something. I think it's Join Us for a Bite. Can't wait to meet you, to join the animatronic family. That one. I really like that one. Who is Yendo? Yendo is Yellow Endoskeleton, which is Golden Freddy's endoskeleton. Simple as that. Is Lolbit canon? I don't know. What is the dance? Oh my god, you've asked loads of stuff. Oh my god. Will Freddy ever be important to the story? Don't know. Will the original gang ever return? Yes, I think they're going to return in the FNAF VR game. Will the FNAF 2 gang ever come back? I don't know. Will we ever see what happened in Baby's Pizzeria? Maybe. If you didn't know what happened in Baby's Pizzeria, guys, this is the events before Sister Location. Scott made a news article saying that Baby's Pizzeria had a gas leak and someone in the middle of the night stole the animatronics. That was before Sister Location, before the underground facility. So yeah, It would be interesting to see something on that. I'd like to see something on that. I think it's pretty obvious though that William Afton stole the animatronics for his underground location. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we'll ever see something about it. I think we will though. But it depends on what Scott wants to do. If you could work like a night guard at Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, would you do it? I'd do it if it was a horror experience. I wouldn't do it if I was going to die. Actually, maybe. Because, you know, I feel like I'm pretty good as a night guard in the games. I've got a lot of experience, so maybe I would give it a try. I wouldn't do it for $100 though. Maybe for $1 million. Maybe $1 billion. I'd do it for $1 billion. I'd risk my life for $1 billion, guys. What animatronics do you think will appear in the movie? Scott has already said that the movie's going to be based around FNAF 1. And if he makes another one, it will be based on FNAF 2 and FNAF 3. So, yeah. FNAF 1's going to be about the original animatronics. Maybe the puppet as well, because the puppet is in the cutscenes in FNAF 2 in the FNAF 1 location. So I think the original gang and the puppet will be there. Maybe Golden Freddy. Do you still want the FNAF Origins game? Of course I do. What FNAF spin-off would you like to see? What do you mean by that? I can't ask you because it's a tweet. If you mean a spin-off as in like Sister Location, I'd like to see a Sister Location 2. A prequel to it, just to see the location and see what happened with the gas leaks and stuff. I'd like to see that. Will Scott ever open the box? I think he will eventually. Maybe his final game. I think he will open the box, but I think eventually it will be open. But we just gotta wait. Have you ever considered a FNAF cosplay? No. I did do like as an animatronic, no. I don't think I'd be able to make a suit and stuff. But I have dressed up before in charity streams as as Purple Man, as a night guard and the puppet. My favourite one out of all of them was probably the night guard. Because I did like a bite mark on my head with blood coming out. I thought it was pretty cool. Can you include this guy? Yeah, okay, there you go, guys. In the FNAF 3 ending, when you see the little Freddy figure, you can see Springtrap in the background, right? And an overwhelming amount of people thought that Springtrap was stood like straight forward, stood upright. And not many people knew that he's actually on his side looking. Which surprised me, honestly. So the meme side drop came out because that's what it looks like when it's straight and not sideways. But an overwhelming amount of people thought that he was stood straight looking at the camera, when in fact it was actually on the side, which I knew about. But apparently a lot of people didn't. How do you think William is still alive when he's in Springtrap? Does he possess the suit or the corpse? The reason why I'm thinking about this, guys, is because of FNAF 6. Because he's in a different suit then, right? He's in a different spring suit compared to the FNAF 3 one. That's why it's interesting. I think he possesses the suit as well as the corpse. I think he possesses both. Because the corpse is still inside the FNAF 6 Springtrap suit. So we don't know, guys, basically. We don't know if Springtrap in FNAF 3 took some parts of Springtrap and then added the other Bonnie costume onto it, or he completely got out of the suit and then walked into another suit. I don't think he did. I really do think like he took parts and stuff and attached it to the suit. Because there's no way a corpse can just come out with bones and stuff and walk around. So I do think he possesses the suit more than the corpse. Where do you think Scrap Baby's parts came from? I think they came from another location. Baby's Pizza World, or the sister location underground area where there must have been a room with parts and stuff. I do feel like that's where Baby went to, you know, change herself. And I do feel like William Afton did the same. I think William Afton went to an old abandoned location and got parts and, you know, changed himself a bit. How do you think the critics will react to the FNAF movie? I don't know about critics, guys. For a start, you should never listen to critics, ever. Because you should listen to your own opinion, okay? I'm going to give a real promise. I promise, guys, I'll give a real view of the movie. But remember, guys, the critics who are going to watch the movie are not going to be super fans of FNAF, okay? That's the problem. So, I don't know. I don't know. Usually, guys, horror films usually get bad reviews from critics. They always do. Even if it's a good horror film, critics always give it negative, like a negative view. So yeah. So I wouldn't listen to critics, guys. I'd just go and watch it yourself, and if you like it, you like it. I'm gonna like it, whether it's bad or not, because it's gonna involve lore, and it's just gonna be awesome. But yeah, it will be good. I think it's gonna be good. If you could be some new animatronic, which animal would you be? I think I would be... I'm trying to think of an animatronic that could link with the original gang. It's really hard. A fox, a chicken, a bear, and a bunny. Maybe a dog, like Sparky or something, or a wolf. Something like that. Another canine. I don't think a cat would work with the original gang. Something like that. More of like a canine animal. Yeah, I'd go with that. If you could recreate any game in the FNAF series, what would it be? That's a hard one. I think they're all great. I don't know. I'd love to do FNAF 1 and like explore FNAF 1's location a bit more and have cutscenes and mini games at that location and stuff like that. Because I really do feel like FNAF 1's the most mysterious out of all of them. Do you think FNAF 4 was just a dream? The dream theory? No. I don't think it was a dream. Because Sister Location debunked that. I've already been through this, guys. I really don't think FNAF 4 was a dream. I feel like William Afton was testing somebody in that room. I don't know. It's really hard. We're either the brother or the crying child in FNAF 4, and it's not a dream. It's 100% not a dream. Do you know when the FNAF movie is coming out? Nope. I'm just going to guess late 2020 or 2021. And how was my day? Okay. I'm a bit tired, and as you can see, my eyes are super bloodshot because I'm sick. But you've got to keep making content, guys. If you were Scott, what would your next game be like? FNAF Origins. Of course, I'd do a game about Fredbear's Family Diner, 100%, no questions asked. It would be amazing. You could show off the origins of Golden Freddy. You can show off the origins of William Afton. Why did he start killing kids? What's his issue? Stuff like that. Easy. What was the hardest FNAF? FNAF 4. FNAF 4 was hard for me, mainly because you had to listen in and you get jump scared a lot. So, yeah, I'd say FNAF 4. What would you do if FNAF Battle Royale would come out? I don't know how you'd make FNAF into a Battle Royale game. So, yeah. And it's not going to happen. Have I had any nightmares about FNAF? No, I haven't. I've only had dreams and theories about FNAF. I've never had a nightmare. Did William destroy the withered animatronics? You're talking about the FNAF 2 ones? No. In the newspaper articles, it said that the withered animatronics are being kept for future use. And I really do think those future uses were the FNAF 1 animatronics. So, yeah. So the FNAF 2 withered animatronics were, you know, changed, and the endoskeletons were used for the FNAF 1 animatronics. And that's why the FNAF 1 animatronics are still moving around and stuff, because I feel like the original withered animatronics are possessing the FNAF 1 animatronics. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the questions and answers, guys. I really do appreciate the support as always. Thank you so much. I am going to be doing a bit of different content this weekend, I think. So yeah, non-FNAF videos. So I hope you enjoy those. And yeah, thank you so much for the support as always. If you notice, I'm using my camera now because I'm recording it on my computer and I can see myself on the screen right now. So I am more comfortable using it because I can actually see what I'm doing instead of just, you know, being scared if the recording stopped and stuff. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I love you all to pieces. Lots of love. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.